Starlight Mountains National Park Administration has drawn criticism following the disappearance of 20-year-old hiker Willow Brooks 1 week ago. As the rescue window steadily closes, some feel that the authorities just aren't doing enough.
It is true that, well, at this point in the search, we're still unsure as to the whereabouts of Miss Brooks, but we are doing everything in our power to find her and bring her home safely. I urge everyone not to panic, but keep Willow in your thoughts.
The search has been nonstop up until now, up on the mountainside and down here in the woods, but we haven't found anything. We'll find her. We have to.
This situation does no favors for the reputation of our parks. My office will be in contact with park staff to ensure that they do what is necessary. And after all of this is over, I'm going to push for sweeping changes so that we never have to hear about this kind of thing again.
Brooks is stated to have last been seen on the park's Flashpoint Trail wearing a bright blue jacket with a red backpack. She is around 5 feet 7 inches in height and is allegedly carrying a sketchbook for drawing views of the park. Any sightings or information should be reported to Starlight Mountains National Park officials immediately. We certainly hope that this case can be resolved quickly and with a happy ending, so that we can look back with relief rather than regret. For Firefly News 28, I'm Brina Tungsten.
Damn it, not again.
Oh, so now we can't even have campfires in our own woods. What will they think of next, I wonder? You come here and start nitpicking every aspect of our lives. We live out here to be away from government types like you. You don't even know what life is really like out here, with your fancy visitor centers and trails where you just do what you're told and tell others what to do. You're just pretending you can do something useful, and we all know how much of a lie that is. The people of Sunset Valley aren't gonna stand for rules like this. We already can't stand you.
The rules aren't changing, Reggie. They come from park administration and are there for a reason. Nobody has to like it, but we have to abide by the rules just as much as you do.
Oh, come on, Andrea. Why should we listen to him? He's just a dumb, inexperienced kid. Heck, it's in his name, Ernest Green.
I don't like you talking about my rangers like that, Reggie. I'm a ranger too, and you don't talk to me like that. I want you to show him the same respect. He's just trying to help. Now, if we can all be civilized, I can clear some things up for you. This rule only applies to moving and selling firewood. It doesn't mean you can't have campfires in designated areas with the wood you find there. Now, if you have a complaint about that, you can take it up with our main office by filling out a contact form. That's how things have always worked, and you of all people should know that. Hey, Ernest? I just wanted to say you're doing a great job out there and, well, don't listen to him.
You heard what they said. No matter what, everyone still hates me here. What am I doing wrong?
People around here tend to be stuck in their ways. It can take a while for them to warm up to you.
For half a year.
Yeah, well, when I say stuck, I really mean stuck. Things don't move that fast out here, and when they do, people get uncomfortable. I hope you still aren't thinking about that case on top of everything else. You did all you could, and just because the governor...
I really don't want to talk about that, okay?
I'm just saying. I know you said this case was personal to you, but I hope you aren't blaming yourself.
I failed, Andrea. I came here to protect the park and its visitors, and 1 week after I got here, I broke every promise that I made. Every single one. She deserved better than that, and you know it. And clearly, so do they.
Once Bailey pulled his BS, there wasn't much anyone out here could do. I wish you would understand that.
There's always something that we can do. You know I still go out there looking for any sign of her. Footprints, a scrap of clothing, anything. You know what I keep finding? More and more things that I did wrong.
And that's why you make a good ranger, Ernest. You care. Just maybe a little too much for your own good. At least it wasn't someone you knew personally, right?
Huh?
Look. Best thing you can do when the job gets to you is just keep moving. You don't want to be alone with your thoughts too long. It's dangerous. Now, yesterday that rainstorm knocked out one of the fire lookout cameras over at Tower 22. I'd appreciate it if you could get out there and fix it. Could you do that? And Ernest, just let go.
Yeah, they don't know what it's like. They weren't there. Not really. Let go. Letting go is exactly why things turned out the way they did. Don't tell me to let go. I don't just abandon my job when it gets tough. So that's what that noise was. That should do it. Just gotta get it aimed right, and, where did you go? Now wait just a minute. Hello? Is anyone there? I'm a park ranger, and, well, this tower is for authorized personnel only. If you're here, you better show yourself. I can get you help, if you need it. Ooh, man, it's cold in here. Hello? Huh? Are you okay? Do you need any help? It's just that these fire lookout towers aren't exactly open to the public, and, what the... No, there's no way. What? Willow. It's really you. But it can't be. It's been... You couldn't have. Not out here. No, that's not possible. You aren't... There's no such thing as... So... Damn it. I'm... stuck. Like, you can't leave? But why? Back home? Well, what if I help you get back there? We can go in the truck. It's the least I can do. The truck's right downstairs. We can go right now. Yeah, all right, let's get you home, Willow. Don't worry, I'll have you home in no time. Everything will be all right. Ah. See, it's not too much of a drive. Just an hour or so. It'll be over in no time. Oh, what? What in the heck happened? Oh. You want to stay in the tower? Well, we're not supposed to just let anyone inside. But it's not like anyone other than me ever goes up there since they put the cameras in, so I guess it's okay. Just, promise me you won't go overboard with the decorations? Ugh. Here's the last of the extra stuff I found back at the VC. I don't think anyone will miss those extra posters or holiday lights, at least until the holidays. Huh. Amazing what some old odds and ends can do for a place. It's really starting to feel like home in here. That reminds me. There's one more thing I found that you should have. Again. It was, something you left behind when you, it was this. I figured you might, want it back. I'm sorry, Willow. I know everything sucks right now, but I promise I'll do whatever I can to make this right. I'll be back as soon as I can.